Yeah! Almost ready. Long morning already, huh? Oh, I guess we should get going, huh? All right, let's get going. I've lost the page. There we go. There it is. All right. Good morning. Comment allez-vous? How are you? Ni hao ma? Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal, planning our trades in advance because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble. Focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Coffee in my tummy. Good to see you. Welcome to Forex.Today. Yay! So, yeah, what do you want to do? Let me know. I suggest we do gold, oil, Bitcoin, dollar pairs, yen pairs. We can do some stock indices. What do you want? Dow, NASI, SP500? You want to look at the DAX, FTSE? You let me know. If you're like, Wayne, I'm sick of gold. Can you do palladium? Yeah, I can do that. You saw all the money going to palladium last week, right? You saw it all in the CFTC Commitment of Traders report. So anyways, we can cover all that. Let me know how it can help. I'd like to point you towards some resources made available to you after 20 years of hard work. There are resources to make your life easy. To find a link to those resources, simply look at the description below the video. And you'll get a link to tradersway.com, a trustworthy and ethical foreign exchange broker that doesn't trade against you. Investor Bootcamp, 88 hours of training videos. Free 90-minute lecture on trading stocks. Free 90-minute lecture on fundamental analysis. My book, some more free training courses. There's tons. Hero says, Wayne, Hero, you joined yesterday, right? Wayne, I found that Investor Bootcamp offers a lot of amazing resources. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, and there's Hero's comment there. Yeah, you're welcome. Heart, smiley face, cheers. Yeah. It's so funny. Oh, the world we live in, huh? If you really cared, you'd click the heart button. Anyways, thank you to Traders Way for being good people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Am I going to do a quarterly outlook? Oh, that means I got to do that today. How many people are going to come to the quarterly outlook if I do one after non-farm payroll? So that'd be Friday at 11 o'clock. We'd be done by noon, I think. That's Eastern time. Am I really going to do that? Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Look at me. My eyes are all watery. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. Anyways, yeah. It's cool being a Forex trader, right? Just always. Anyways, always on, right? Always on. So anyways, thank you for everything that you do. And let me just say, 20 years, 25 years after becoming a Forex trader, it's still hard work, right? Look at these tears. Nice. Cool. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, I got to do it. No, I'll do it. I'll try to do it today. Pulling all the resources together. Cool. So I'll try to get that done. And so we'll try to make that the plan. I think it's only Wednesday, right? So, yeah, so Friday after non-farm payrolls. Holy smokes. So make sure you sign up for non-farm payrolls. Yeah, FX Street just confirmed that I'm going to do it. I'm like, hell yeah. All right, cool. So let's look around the world. Let's start with gold. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? Look, there's no reason to own gold. Okay, all right. And well, we looked at this a while ago. We talked about $2,000. Was it yesterday? Yeah, we talked about $2,000 and maybe even lower than that. But anyways, yeah, we are. Let's do it this way. Standard deviation, I guess. Okay. Yeah, could be interesting, right? Now, we are here. So if you want to be a bull, you could plan for it. See, we don't know if it's going to go up. But if you want to be a bull, you could say, well, you could be ready, willing, and able, RWA, to be a bull later or soon. So how do you want to play it? That's the next one. Now, it's dangerous because, okay, we had a low, lower, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So here's the thing. You could be a bull here. I don't like being a bull on a lower low, because I believe bears are going to set up for this and sell that. And so you might pick up rotation this afternoon, maybe around the release of the Fed meeting minutes, huh? The Fed meeting minutes will say, hey, they didn't even really truly discuss a cut. They only discussed the possibility of a cut, but they didn't say, hey, let's cut interest rates in March. Yet that's what's priced in. So we might find that, well, there's no discussion of any timing of any interest rate cut. And so maybe it changes our direction. Who knows, huh? Okay. In the discussion today at QuantBox, and I guess youtube.com/@QuantBox. Here we go. So if you're not a subscriber, then, well, you can watch it a bit late. You should consider subscribing. But one of the things we discuss is this idea of planning forward and being ready, willing, and able to do something, not right this second, but in the near future. So if you have a longer term point of view, you might say, Wayne, I think gold has this as a potential. Cool. Then we're in a price right now, see, where you should be ready, willing, and able to buy it with a longer term point of view that looks more like this. Is that what you want to do? Well, then you've discovered the right price for that, but you don't know the time. Okay? So now you have to decide, maybe on a 5-minute chart, are you going to wait for the 5-minute chart to kind of do one of these things? Okay, and then get long? Is that what you intend to do? That might not happen today, or it might happen right now. Yeah, so what are you going to do about it? Most people will say it's been down all day, so it's bearish. It's been down all week, so it's bearish. That might be true. But this is the first price in which you should, even if you're a bear, you shouldn't be shocked if we have a decent retracement before continuing down, you see? Okay, you see? Down, up, down, up, down. Is there any what in your mind, what's the probability of an up now? Even a significant up. What's the probability? High or low? What do you guys think? Okay. Okay, now here's the interesting thing. Because of where we are, so let me get rid of this now. Well, I guess I can leave it this way. Okay. Okay, because of where we are now on the medium term, what's the likelihood that not only does it retrace, because remember on the small time frame you're thinking this, but even if you thought that, is there a chance of this? Or the chance of this? Okay? Cool. So bears have a lot of work, don't they? It's a problem of becoming a bear 4 days late. If you wake up and you're rolling into the New York session and you want to become a bear because it's fallen during London, you're already late. One way to look at this, and this is part of the training course, I'm going to give you a sort of a tidbit for free. For free! Is this idea where we think about the different trading desks of the world. So when the London boys log in to work, London, the London boys and the New Yorkers. Okay, let's do it that way. Okay. What is the job of the London boys? When they show up to work at 7:30 in the morning, what is it that they look to do for the day? Or even just the market open. The market open. What do the London boys want to do? 7:30 in the morning, they get to their desk. They look at what happened during Asia. And what do you think that their first move of the day is? Okay, and then when the New Yorkers get to their desk at 7:30 in the morning, what do you think their first trade of the day is once they look at what the London boys did? Buy low, sell high. And then when amateurs, retail, what do? They see the market's been down all day, so they want to sell low. Or the market's been up all day, so they want to buy high. Right? Because, you know, a newer trader will look for 7 reasons to sell to confirm that the market has been bearish. And by the time they get all 7 indicators all saying sell, well, the market is already sold. So by the time you get all your selling signals, you sell and the market goes up. Candle says London boys and girls. All right, what percentage of professional institutional trading desks are women? I'm not saying women can't do it, and I think women could probably be better traders than men. Men are stupid. But it's very low. That is all I'm saying. It's very low. So, but you're right. Johnny's like 15%. You think it's that high? Well, it's not New York. I can tell you that much. It's yeah. It's an odd industry, but I don't want to get into that. So, anyways, all I'm saying is. On the short term, so we're talking about market opens. Okay? We're talking about market opens. It's been down all day, so should you sell it here? I'd say, well, the London boys and girls have already sold. The Asian fade is what I call it. Again, this is all in the training course, by the way. It's all in the training course. This is a boring day trade, according to the day trading training course at FX Bootcamp, or sorry, Investor Bootcamp. By the way, I haven't said too much yet, but I am relaunching FX Bootcamp. You guys remember FX Bootcamp? Started it 20 years ago. Yeah. It does one thing and one thing only now. Live, personalized, focused training. Combination of a some-on-one group and a one-on-one. Oh, thank you, Maida. Yeah. It's a performing coach program. You should check it out. Live market training, weekly performance review sessions, and a live one-on-one coaching session, all included. Okay? And it's really interesting, right? It's really interesting because it's not a training course. It's not how to look, it's not about like a 5/8 cross, If you don't know how to trade, FX Bootcamp's not really for you. Investor Bootcamp is for you. Take the day trading course, learn how to day trade. This is very much like Tiger Woods preparing to win the Masters. Tiger Woods already knows how to golf. But he needs to go out onto the course, with a coach and his caddy and get to peak performance. So imagine like you've gone through a bad period, right? You've run into a rut. We'll fix you. Okay? You've taken all the training courses at Investor Bootcamp and you just need more. You want to see an implementation. Okay? Okay. So anyways, more to come next week. But it's, FX Bootcamp has always been about hardcore live Forex training. And it's now, an organization, if you will, and program focused on you. Okay? Yeah. Very cool. But if you want to learn how to trade, Investor Bootcamp. If you want to learn how to do some fundamentals, Investor Bootcamp. If you're interested in why you should be trading commodities or why, the bond market does what it does. If you're interested in learning about yield curve control or monetary policy or central banking, that's all Investor Bootcamp. But if you want to improve your process and your procedures, boom. Hardcore, 90 days, we fix you. It's nice, right? So anyways, you can check that out if you want. Right? So imagine for 3 months you're trading the stock market open every single day with your coach. Every week you're going through your trade plans, identifying strengths and weaknesses for you to be working on. So again, now based on data, not assumptions. And it also includes a personal coaching call, 90 minutes with a coach. You and a coach. That's worth the $300 right then and there. So anyways, you should check it out. Okay. That's right, Coach Ryan. Yes, and I've asked him to reach out to you, Denise. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it really is cool. All right. So that's one of the projects I've been secretly working on for a bit. I'm working on my American accent. For a minute. Anyways, so going back to this, so like FX Bootcamp, the reason it popped up in my brain is there's this idea, not this idea, but you have to understand, when I brought this up, like there's the London boys and then the New Yorkers, there's market opens, for example, that is what happened on the London market open. Does that mean New York is going to do this? Or does that mean New York is going to do this? And then the close is like that. You see, like these are all timed around market opens. And a mistake that amateurs make all the time is they sell because it's been falling since the London Open. But that trade might be dead now. It might be fulfilled. It's like That was so 5 hours ago. So couldn't it possibly go up for 3 hours? And then maybe the London close, we bring it down, right? Couldn't it be up for, right? So this might be the New York trade and then a resumption later in time. Oh, yeah. How do I do it? Oh, well, it's part of my supermodel superpowers. Supermodel superpowers. No, it's easy. I worked over the holidays. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's how you do it. There's nothing sexy about it. I worked on it over the holidays instead of spending time with my wife and children. Instead of going on a fancy vacation, I stayed home and I built shopping carts. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I just worked. Easy enough. Sacrifice. All right. So anyway, right? Well, that's the thing. No, it's been going on for a while. I did build the site though. Okay. Ryan and I have been discussing what we wanted to do. No, actually, not. It's the other way. We discussed what the community has told us they want and need. So there's been many discussions and many meetings, 10 hours of conversation over the last several weeks of what the community has asked for. The next thing we want to do is, well, since you're going to get a one-on-one, we want to learn as much from you about what you want. What is it that you want? How can we help more? That's why we discuss, like, the only way we can do it is that if you sign up for FX Bootcamp, you get a one-on-one. We talked about it like the most, I mean, with a one-on-one, the service in of itself is stupid cheap. Like the one-on-one is worth the whole 90-day program. But we're like, no, but you need the 90-day program, so we'll give you the one-on-one for free because we want to make everything about FX Bootcamp about you. It's not about you fitting into the program, you see? It's about the program wrapping around you. So we're like, well, then we'll just have to do that. We'll just have to include it. So it's ridiculous, but that's why I like it. Anywho, so going back to this idea, so do you have a process and procedure to set up what is about to happen? And that's what FX Bootcamp is going to be about, looking at like, okay, what's going to happen in the next 2 hours? It was right there on the website. It's right on it's on the first fold of the page, your customer. Go to fxbootcamp.com. It's right there. It's like the first thing you see is the price, because it really, bottom line up front, what it is, how much it costs. Right there. So anyways. So it's not about economics. It's not about long-term strategy. It's not about, hey, should we teach you what the meaning of a 5/8 cross is? No. You log in and it's like, what's the strategy for the next 2 hours? And what is the process and procedures for creating the strategy? That's what it is over and over and over. Imagine, again, a coach working with Tiger Woods. He wants to win the Masters. Okay, well, let's go through the course. Let's see how you do. Let's see your shots. Let's see your approaches. Let's see how you're preparing. What is your putting like on the 14th green? Okay? That kind of stuff. It's not like the theory of golfing or the spirit of golfing. Right? Yeah. It's all right. Let's go through it. This is the process and procedures that will lead you to consistency. And then do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Hey, let's review our trades. What are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? How can we improve this? How can we improve that? What should you be working on the next week? Good. Great. Now, set up the next one. Set up the next one. Set up the next one. What's your process? What's your procedure? It's not about being right or wrong. What's your process? What's your procedure? Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Let's review. Let's review. Let's review. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Let's review. Let's review. Okay? Yeah, no, your customer, in all business sense, the price is too low. So, I think you have to understand that from the beginning. From a business point of view, the price is too low. So, but we're coming from a different point of view. Okay? So, yeah, low enough? Yeah. Yeah. For sure. So anyways, so that's like, so I'm very much strategy. I talk about fundamentals. I talk about strategy. I talk about long-term and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and set up a little 5-minute chart like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then maybe I'll do that. And then maybe, I'll look for something like that. And then the target's going to be here. And then you want to take it down to this level and make it look a lower low. Like, I'm not doing all that little nitty gritty dirt, your hands and feet in the dirt kind of stuff. Right? So like in the next 2 hours, it'll go to here and then you'll take profit for 38 pips. And then, we will swing this around. Okay? Right? That's not the right forum. This is not the right forum for that. Yeah. So anyways. White collar, blue collar. I'm both, right? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm both, because literally I'm wearing a blue collar. But well, I was born poor. I was raised poor, not poorly. But I was not raised and trained to have money, to even make money, create money. I was trained to be a kind, hardworking, honest person, but I was never trained to have money. It's a fluke of nature that somehow I was born and moved up, let's say. But it was a freak of nature, for sure. So, yeah, I was definitely born and raised poor. I lived in public housing as a child. Yeah. Like, I grew up poor. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I am writing a book to teach you how to get out of poverty. And a lot of it is mindset. Not all of it, of course. It's a real vicious cycle. But yeah. Because what happens is you've never been trained how to create wealth. It's just amazing. You've never seen it. You don't know anyone that's done it. It's a different mindset. It's a different thought process. Like, again, I was taught to work hard. If you've ever met someone that is third generation, fourth generation, fifth generation wealthy, do you know what? They've never been taught that lesson. And it's amazing because you're like, but that's the secret of life. Yeah, for a poor person. A blue-collar person has been taught just keep your mouth shut and keep laying bricks. Okay? And you'll be fine. You'll have good enough. And if you dream about living in a mansion, you're just a dreamer. Okay? If you've met someone like fourth generation wealthy, they've never been taught to work hard. And so we think blue collar people, right? Yeah, and look, you can have a lot of money. That doesn't mean you're wealthy. So you can say, you know, we know it's in our core DNA to just work hard. And then wealthy people are like, invest your money wisely so it works for you. There's no concept of working hard for your money. You're like, you already have money. So there's a whole different skill set, mindset, point of view, reality. And so it's just, for us poor people, we don't know these things. And so I'm going through a transition, and my children will be filthy, stinking rich. And so they will have different lessons to share with their children. Okay? My son is a young man. He has a retirement account. If he just stays at this humble rate, he's already saving for his retirement. His money is going to grow tax-free. He'll never pay taxes on this money. And when he's 55, that's not even retirement age, but the beginning of retirement, he will have $5.5 million tax-free. He'll be required to take it out when he's 70, maybe even 75, but then he'll have about $8 million. And never pay taxes on it. Okay? The second thing is then I tell him, well, but after college, you're going to have a real career, and they're going to have another retirement account for you. It's called a 401k, and you'll save some more money. And they will match you with some free money. And then you'll put money into that Roth IRA that you've owned since you were a teenager. And so money will go in there. And then you'll put some more money into your 401k after to lower your taxes. And then after a year of having a good job, and maybe when you're preparing for graduate school, you will buy an apartment and you'll get a 3-bedroom. And you can take some money tax-free out of your Roth IRA to buy the apartment because it's an investment. And you can do that under certain rules. And so now you buy an apartment near your grad school. You'll get a couple of roommates who will then pay your mortgage down for you. Meanwhile, you've lowered your taxes and you've used your compound, this Roth IRA as an investment. So you're using your tax-free growth money to buy the apartment. Here's the thing. Anything you use your Roth for, any investment you use your Roth for, you'll never pay taxes. So now imagine 20 years after he bought this apartment, he sells it for a $2 million profit or a $1 million profit. He doesn't pay taxes on that. It just goes back to his Roth IRA. So anyway, so I do my basic calculations with my teenage son. I'm like, when you're my age or a little bit older, when you're too old to work and you're ready to retire, at the end of your career, the path I've put you on, you will have $25 million in cash. So I want to write a book so I can teach everybody. But I know my son, when he's ready to retire, will have $25 million in cash minimum. Much of it tax-free, some of it tax-deferred. Let's say most of it tax-free, much of it tax-deferred. And this doesn't account for other things like eventually he will own his own home and maybe he'll want to invest into some real estate and maybe he'll want to do this, that, and the other thing. No. Just the sort of the basics. If you know anything about money, and usually like your grandpa teaches you because your grandpa's rich and successful. I never met my grandfather. But wealthy people have this generational wealth thing where you're like, oh, well, we'll just go to Roger, our family attorney. I'm like, your family attorney? Oh, he does all our estate planning and our tax shelters. And you're like, dude, I didn't have that when I was growing up, right? So anyways, but others do. And so anyways, like this idea of, well, how do you go from poor to rich to wealthy? Oh, well, that's easy. But of course, if you start poor, you don't know, you've never known, you don't know anyone who does know, and all you have is bad role models. At best, you got some entrepreneur that just wants to get rich quick, and he has nothing but failed dreams. Well, that's not that hopeful. Jim's like, will he have an open session so he can see what it is? And, nope. Yeah. You're talking about FX Bootcamp, I'm pretty sure. Let me think about it. Nope. So anyways, right, Ashraf. So I think it's going to be a compelling book. So there we go. So all we talked about is gold today, but there was a lot to unpack in there. Stock market's coming down as it should. Oil rebounding as it should. There was a great opportunity yesterday at 69. Oh my God. Okay, so how are you going to play it? Role reversal? What's your plan, Stan? Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I understand all that, but I don't care very much about it. There's so much news cycle stuff going on, and what bugs me, and it always has, is that the media tells you, oh, this is going up for that reason. This is coming down for some other reason. And most of the time, it's correlation but not causation. And you find out that it's just all nonsense. So anyway, so maybe there's something to it. Maybe it's the Red Sea and, maybe. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Can anybody tell me, tomorrow's swing trading, right? Today's Wednesday? Yeah, okay, tomorrow's swing trading. But how many people here are in my swing trading group? Where are my swing traders at? Okay. Tell me if I'm going to be a bull, okay? You're my coach. And I come to you and I'm like, I'm a bull. What's the best bullish monthly pivot point for me to be a bull? What monthly pivot point is the best opportunity for a bull? Okay. St. Kit Cloud, M2, Johnny, M2, JP, pivot point to M2. Anybody else want to give a guess? MM2, M2, M2. All right. So that's this line right here. You see it? Let me zoom in. So you're saying if I was a bull and I told you 3 or 4 days ago I wanted to put together a bullish plan for the month, that I would start looking to get long at this price? Is that what you're telling me? That I could have said 2 or 3 or 4 days ago, a week ago, I could have come to you and you said, well, look for it around 69 and a half. Okay? This is why I get all pissy where, you hear on TV like, oh my God, it's tensions in the Middle East, it's tensions in the Red Sea, it's blah, 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 blah. Well, we had that number identified a week and a half ago. We knew this number. Not 70. Okay? Not 70. Notice that we only spent 15 minutes below a price that we knew 10 days ago. Okay? I mean, it's insanity. Now, do we know it's going to go up? Oh, we don't know. Okay? We don't know. But this is my RWA. Ready, willing, and able at that price. So now, could I have a plan that looks like this? Could this be my plan? Something like this? Okay? 10 days ago, we had this number, 69.5, and I don't know how many 15-minute candles there are in 10 days, but we only had one 15-minute candle below, and then it immediately went back up. So is it tension in the Red Sea, or is it just what you're supposed to be doing if you're trading oil? Which one is it? I don't know. I mean, you have to decide it. Okay? Okay, now the thing is, I wouldn't have that as a target. There's just multiple steps to this trade. I recommend everyone join Investor Bootcamp so you understand the steps. But nonetheless, I think the ultimate target is here. So you could say 69 to 79, $10. That's an equivalent to 1,000 pips on a euro dollar, money-wise. Now, is it going to do that? No, and that's what I mean. There are many steps, and there are many different challenges along the way, but that's strategy. Okay? FX Bootcamp is going to be focused like here. What's going to happen in the next 2 hours? What's going to happen in the next 4 hours kind of thing, right? Not 4 weeks. What's about to happen right now? Very cool. So Kendo says it's just doing what it was going to do. News and info just helped to get, yeah, maybe. Like it's not important, but it hasn't impacted any of, strategy. Okay? Why is it going up now? Because I put a 30, by the way, remember? I got rid of 382. I got rid of 618. Remember, I'm trying to share with you the truth. I'm trying to break down the nonsense that we're all taught. I'm trying to teach you the math behind a MACD. I'm trying to teach you the math behind a stochastics. Okay? I'm trying to break down these indicators so you understand the truth through knowledge. That's what veritas means, right? The motto at Harvard is you become an illuminati. You know the truth because you know through knowledge. Okay? I literally got a lamp when I got my bachelor's degree. They gave me a lamp because I'm now part of the Illuminati. So it's like, don't worship the MACD. Don't worship the stochastics. Don't worship the RSI. Understand what the math is doing and use the math to discover the truth and have knowledge. So like, I'm showing you now, I don't use 382s and 618s. Because the golden ratio is nonsense. Fibonacci is ridiculous, but there is common sense. And I show this to you. And now you have truth. Okay? Look at that. Lovely. Okay? Stock market will be opening soon. I know I've been on the soapbox today more than doing analysis, but that's the way it goes sometimes. What if the Feds get bullish on the dollar? I don't even know what that means. What we had Fed barking, say today's rates could still go up. Don't believe it. Okay. All right. Well, we already have their information. We already have his vote. Let me show you the vote. All right. So I already have him. Okay. So you log into QuantBox, then you go, here's today's recording, by the way. Isn't that pretty? Anyways, let me go here, log in. All right. So Styles is like, hey, so Barkin said this and the other person said that. All right. Let's get to the truth. Let's illuminate. Styles, are you ready to be Illuminati? The only way to know the truth is to have the facts, to have the knowledge that others lack. Okay? So, at the last FOMC meeting, and we're about to get the meeting minutes today, by the way, and I will read the meeting minutes. I will. Huh? Okay. Inside these numbers here, okay, inside these numbers here, this is the Fed interest rate and forecast. We have Barkin's vote. We have everybody's vote. It's aggregate. Okay? And we go this far out. Now, of course, the farther out you go, the more likely it's going to change. But we have the aggregate sum of all the votes. Okay, Style Step Showcase. We have all their votes. This is facts from the summary of economic projections. So some said raise, some said cut 50 basis points, but most said here. Okay? It's actually uses a little blue line. It looks like this. I have to make it a slightly, okay. It looks like this in the report. The top line, bottom line, and then the average, the median. And then top line, median, and there. And top line, and median, and there. And it goes all the way out into the future. Okay? And what it says is some people want to raise one more time, although it may only be one or two people. Barking and nobody else. Barking up a tree. Most people say cut once, and a couple of people say cut 50 basis points. So you have hawks versus doves. We have all this information. It's factual. All of this incorporates all of that. And what we track is the median, the middle. Right? Remember these? Median, mean, and mode. Remember all this crap you had to learn in 7th grade? You didn't get it then and you don't get it now. What's the mode? Oh my God, right? What's the difference between median, mean, and mode? You're like, oh my God. But whatever. Look, we have it all baked in. We know what Barkin thinks. Okay? And this is what the Fed, on average, has told us the future is likely to be. And as we go through meeting and meeting and meeting and meeting, this gets updated. I don't need to guess. I don't need to assume. In fact, I don't think I should have an opinion. These guys and gals are the ones that vote and adjust short-term interest rates. And this is what they told us they think as a group. Now remember, these are blind votes. We actually don't know who said what. So there are hawks, there are doves, and then there's sort of the middle. But we do know they secretly, privately voted. It's not a real vote. It goes into a dot plot. So they are surveyed. Hey, where do you think interest rates should be in the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter? So by the end of the year. What about in 25? Okay. Remember, they're looking at employment and GDP and all these different things. And they're asked the same thing. So we know future GDP projections. We know future inflation levels because, well, it's part of the economic information that the staff provides to the Federal Open Market Committee. So I can tell you what the Fed staff says inflation will be in the first quarter of 2025. I already know that. I don't need to debate. I have on staff hundreds of PhDs, quants, and economists that are studying millions of points of data from resources from all over the U.S. economy. I don't need to guess. I don't need to guess. Why would I need to guess? Okay, I'm illuminated by having data. Okay, so I'm hitting at hard styles. So Barkin says this and somebody says that. I already know. I already have it priced in. So I do, all the other stuff is a distraction. Barkin's going to go do all the Barkin speeches, and he's going to be barking and barking and barking. And he'll say the same thing over and over and over again. I already have it priced in. It's right there. It's already included. I know his opinion. It's in there. I got it. I know it's good. My rhymes are tight. You wish you could. So anyways, right? Should be theta. Okay, so anyways, this is why you should pay money and have QuantBox. I mean, seriously, like, I don't know. This is unbelievably, ridiculously, amazingly important. Oh, no. Those you do not get. That was for people that did it. No, I thought he was talking about the technical setups. Remember, I did another 5 weeks or something? But that was for people that signed up right? Right. That was for those that attended live. Yeah. But I don't know. I can take a look. Who sets oil and gasoline prices? Uh-huh. Boy, what a great course. How to sell gasoline. Huh? How cool. Hey, welcome to the next lecture. Here we go. How to trade oil. We've done upstream. We've done midstream. Today we need to do downstream. And it seems like a pretty easy one, right? Hey, what's the big deal? We actually need to sell the product. So we discovered, like, well, we started with the overall view of the entire industry, in which we just kind of said, oh yeah, and then you got to sell the gasoline, right? Once you turn crude into gasoline. Then we discovered, you know, the geology of beneath our feet. Where would this crude oil rest after hundreds of millions of years? It's kind of an interesting question. So we looked at that. Oh, I forgot. We looked at the entire oil history going back to 1850, where the first drilling occurred in Pennsylvania. Cool. So anyways, then we explored the actual process of drilling. And then we looked at the newer techniques of horizontal drilling and fracking. We also looked at tar sands. Very interesting. And then so we got the oil. We got the oil out of the ground. Then we sent it to a refiner, and we cracked it. We blended it. We did all kinds of things out of it so that, you know, we can make a product that is actually useful. Because there's not a lot of use for crude oil. I mean, even that bitumen that comes out of the ground, I think you could light it on fire and it would just burn and 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 burn. And I mean, really, if you think about it, that's why they used it in ships, in military ships, in the beginning, when the British converted from coal to oil, and we got World War I. Hey, pretty important stuff, because you could light it on fire and it would provide energy forever. A lot more than coal. Well, not forever, but not very volatile, but it would burn and burn and burn. And even today, we're just starting to convert cruise ships and other ocean-going vessels that are moving your iron ore and coal and all that kind of stuff around. We're just slowly converting that away from that thick, heavy oil into more, let's say, environmentally friendly sources of the ground, but they didn't use it. Then the refiners would buy it, but they didn't use it except to build other products. But refiners, are they out there selling this stuff? Not really. So they're in the business of making a product. Cool. And then they need to sell it to somebody. And so this downstream, I want you to think of as the business of selling these refined products. But we'll cover this. This is a margin business. We'll cover what that means. Okay? Now, pardon my French, just pieces and selling it to somebody else. So think of it maybe as a butcher buying the cow, providing a service of chopping it all up, and then they have a store, and someone comes to the butcher and says, could I have some filet mignon? They're not just like, hey, can I have some cow? Oh, yes, I butchered that up and I have just that piece. How much would you like? 1 pound. Well, the retailer here probably bought 5 or 6 cows worth, 10 cows, 20 cows, depending on how many stores they have. And so they're providing that service. Okay? So it's an important part where it's not the oil guys
you know,
I think it's cool.
selling you gasoline. Find it and turn it into a product. Okay? Now, as we know, this is a global business. And in an earlier lecture, I showed you when we thousands. I like this. I left this because I've heard of a Buc-ee's, but it's pretty interesting. It's the next wave of capitalism. I'm sure they don't have a Buc-ee's in Belgium, right? In Bruges, oil prices jump around. That's what is impacting.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I mean,
you should appreciate, right? You're like, dude, I got it. So you might be.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's a good course. Yeah, it's a good course. Even just having the lectures developed for me, so I write everything out and I send it to my PhD guy. Cost me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to put together the slide deck. And there's per course, or I mean, not course, per lecture. So anyways, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff.
You know, Baku? Okay, so we got our little tower here. Okay, and we're drilling. No. We got our steel casing. I want you to get the concept, like, that's really, really deep. Okay? Like, it's so crazy deep. I can't even fit it on the chart to scale. Okay? So conventional drilling would stop right in here somewhere. But remember, if we hit oil, so if it was liquid, the oil would come up and everything's good. And liquid from here would go up and liquid from here would go up and everything is easy. But now we're drilling into solid rock. And if we just stop there, like the point I made before, you would get this much rock. Probably wouldn't pay to drill that deep. So what we need to do eventually is we need to turn this well sideways.
Cool. I mean, it's cool, man. It's cool. Summer of 2022? Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool, man. I want to do it. I want to redo it. Yeah, I mean, dude, how many oil trading course? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because there's the last one there. 11 courses. And they're what, 90 minutes each? How much is this geology one? An hour. Yeah, so there's probably 14 or 15 hours of just, I mean, I'm teaching about geology and stuff. It's really cool.
Trip, which is a more
using that rock oil to make kerosene, and all of a sudden there's a huge demand for kerosene. And then later we know World War I, suddenly navies were being in somewhere between 345 and 395 million years old.
You see that? The thing I'm holding? It's 350 million years old. I don't even know where I put it now. I don't even know where it is. Where do I have it? I have another one up here. Check this out. Maybe a good opportunity for a thumbnail. Look at this. Can you see that? It's nice, right? See it? used to be at the bottom of the ocean. It's beautiful, right? Yeah. Cool. It's the smaller one. I have a bigger one upstairs. I guess it's upstairs. 350 million years old. Is that right? 345 to 395 million. It might be 400 million years old. And it came from Morocco in the Sahara Desert, the desert of Morocco. Cool, right? That's the small one. Yeah. Morocco. Yeah, I'm going to Morocco. When am I going to Morocco? I'm going to Morocco. Gee whiz, that's coming up. I'm going in April, I think. Cool. So anyways, kind of interesting. Cool. So anywho, the stock market's about to open. I'm sorry today was a babble fest. I think we covered something interesting and cool. But if you were looking for me to throw you into a trade, not the right live stream anyways. Let's do one more. Let's just look at like dollar pairs, I guess. Okay, so this one's just been a giver. Okay, giver. Okay, China is in trouble. Okay, and so anyways, there you go. Ozzy, this has been a giver. It's been great. From the very beginning. I guess I should, I forget to do this for you guys. I just see it. My biased pivots. All right, so anyways, it's just a giver. This could fall all the way to 65. Like, shut the back door. There's probably another 200 pips on this. Or possibly. We'll see at about 66.70 if there are any bulls left on this. But it's been good. It has been good. And the stock market's about to open. And guess what? We're at today's projected target. Okay? So this falls into my theme. So this is a great way to end. Okay, the London boys sold it. The New York Stock Exchange is about to open, and we are done for the day. Smart money has made the easy money. And now dumb money's got to battle it out. Okay, but we have hit, like, check this out, guys. Bearish profit target conservative, bearish profit target aggressive. So likely in the next half hour, we are done. Simple enough. And then how many amateur traders are going to log in and I don't know, trade recklessly? Well, probably most of them. Lucky for us, we'll try to make a positive change in everyone's life so that they are not making risky trades that are 7 hours late. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being part of this community. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I guess as a YouTuber, I need to say that. Not entirely sure why, because none of it helps. Oh, well, maybe if we got 100 likes today, that'd be great. Maybe we just need more likes. Yeah. So today's Wednesday, so that means what? We have Fed meeting minutes, and that's going to be important. Is that today or tomorrow? I think it's today. And I will see the day trading group at 4 p.m. Okay. And for everybody else, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, there's a Quant Box video being released in about 2.5 hours. So you can go to the Quant Box YouTube page. And if you want to check out FX Bootcamp, we're ready to go starting Monday. You can set up your one-on-one call and get it done even before Monday. But no rush. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Cheers.